Hey guys, it's Jen. Welcome back to the channel. I'm happy you're here today. We are kicking off 2025 with a little bit of a refresh. We did this last week in my living room and my dining area, and I just really loved the way the sort of basic, simple feel made the house feel, you know, after a good deep cleaning and just bringing in very minimal decor, very neutral decor. I am loving it. So I want to do the same thing in the kitchen today, but I do want to hit up Goodwill. I am trying very hard not to overbuy, but I do have a few spots in my kitchen that I have already donated some of the things that I would typically have used in these areas. And so I want to do a little bit of a refresh, but I don't want to spend, you know, like retail dollars and buy something that's totally brand new. So I'm on the hunt for a crock for my spoons, my wooden utensils, and then maybe just some really pretty soft colored hand towels that will help me bridge the gap between right now and the spring when I actually do my official spring decorating. So we're on the hunt for that. Of course, we'll see what else is out there. But a lot of you guys had said in the comments in my last video that you really like secondhand shopping and you want to see some more of that. And so I thought it would be fun just to kind of head to Goodwill together and see what's out there, and then come back and we'll do some decorating in the kitchen. So let's head to Goodwill and see what we can find. Now, since we're working in the kitchen today, I really did want to spend a decent amount of time thrifting in the kitchen section, which typically tends to be the place where I have a problem. I tend to overbuy in this section. So I wanted to check out some of their salt and pepper shakers. I just really was looking for items that would work with sort of the idea of what I wanted to do in the kitchen today. And thankfully, there wasn't a lot of things that kind of caught my eye this time around. So as I am practicing not overbuying, I was kind of grateful that a lot of the items that I saw, even though they were cute, really weren't going to work for me. Now, although I am not in the market for any new artwork, while I was checking out at the register, this one caught my eye. How beautiful. I always forget about this section here at the front of the store. All right, so Goodwill was packed this time of year, you can expect that. There was a few items that I was able to find that I really thought would work for today's kitchen decorating. And I also grabbed some really cute coffee mugs. Got a little bit of coffee there on it, but these are adorable. Now there was actually 4 of them, but I'm the only one that drinks coffee in my house, so I didn't really need to get all 4 of them. So I grabbed 2 of them. I thought they were really cute, and they have a little bit of that sort of checkerboard pattern that's kind of trending right now. And you guys, you know, I don't typically try to follow trends, but I do like a lot of the things that are trending. And when I see them at like low prices, I pick them up. So I thought this was a really fun way to incorporate a little bit of that sort of sage green. And I love the check pattern. So I thought that was cute. So got this coffee mug. And then I also was able to find a crock. Now, a lot of you guys may have seen it in store, but this one was only $3.98. And don't be worried about this. Like, this is very country. I feel like this is a very 90s look. It is adorable. So, you know, if you like this kind of thing, it would be adorable. It has a little bit of a cottage vibe, but I do plan to turn it around. But I'm thinking I want to use this for my wooden utensils beside the stove. And then I did also find some hand towels. And I'm really proud of myself because aside from the coffee mugs, everything that I purchased was on my list of things I needed to purchase. So I did not overbuy, but I found these, and these are actually really pretty. I like to do blue in the summer especially, but because these are like a soft blue and they don't kind of stand out, they're not like a vibrant blue, I thought they would be great just for right now. A lot of you guys know that I have those little towel bars there in the corner beside my island, and I like to always try to incorporate a little bit of a pop of color in there. So we're gonna work those in over there, and I will link anything either below if it's from Amazon, or even in the shopping tab if you are interested in finding a few of the items that I'm using today that are not found on Amazon. So as always, a lot of you guys always know this, but you can comment below if there's something that you're interested that I didn't mention or that I didn't link, and I will be happy to give you the information about where you can find these items for yourself if I didn't include that. So want to do a little bit of a refresh and just sort of lighten and brighten up the kitchen and go from there. So let's get started. So really quick, I just want to share with you some of the items that I'm going to be using. A lot of these are items that I have had for a really long time. I do have 2 new purchases that I want to share with you. I bought these just after Christmas. Would you believe Target already dropped the spring line? I'm glad because I enjoy looking at the new stuff. But after Christmas, when I was feeling a little bit better from having the flu, I took a ride to Target and I found a couple of items that I thought I might want to incorporate. But you know, there wasn't a lot of things that I purchased, so I'm going to be using 2 items from Target that are new. This is one of them. I thought this was really cute. It's got that blue sort of, I don't know, spring-like look. And you guys, listen, let me just tell you right now, I live in Florida and it is not winter outside in Florida. So I know a lot of you guys are still in the thick of it with the snow and everything, but the idea of putting out more like evergreens, like cedar and pine and all of those wintry things that I love for Christmas, I just couldn't stomach it. So I am bringing things up into a little bit more of a light and bright feel. A lot of you guys might feel like this is a little bit too spring for this time of year for you, and in your climate that doesn't work for you, but it's gorgeous outside. Like it's 69 degrees or 70 degrees. It's totally blue sky, wall-to-wall sunshine. It's gorgeous. So I am running with it and doing what is outside here at my house. If you guys are still in the thick of snow, you could swap out a lot of these sort of spring-like florals for greens that are more consistent with the winter season still. So we're gonna be using this new item and also this new item. I really liked this when I saw it, and I thought it would be good for multi-purpose use for like photos. So I don't know, this one probably is too small for it, but I'm thinking of using this as a cookbook stand, and I want to bring in my light colored cookbook. So I'm thinking this is a good way to do that, but throughout the year I could use this anywhere. So I feel like this is kind of like year-round decor, not specifically for just winter decorating. And then let me turn the camera around and I'll show you a little bit more of these items up close, because I know a lot of you guys like to know what I'm using, and if I can source them for you, I will. So here's where we're gonna start. These are Baby's Breath from Hobby Lobby. I really like the neutral look of them, and I have used these all throughout last year in many different ways in the house. So they're a great purchase. They're not that expensive. And I know they have them in multiple colors. So if you're not into the neutral look just yet, you want to bring in a little color, Hobby Lobby has that option. This is an Amazon purchase. I will link this in the description box if you like this. It's marble, and I love that sort of neutral look with the wood top. And then this was a Target purchase spring of last year, I think. I have used this a couple of different ways. It actually has a lid, so it's a nice storage container, but I typically have used this in the past for my utensils. I may end up doing that, or I may end up using that crock that I showed you just a moment ago. This is a Hobby Lobby purchase as well. I actually found this before Christmas, but I ended up not working it in. So I have an idea for where I want to put this in the kitchen. I've got this twisted candle that I want to use in there. This also was from Hobby Lobby. This is one that I picked up on clearance in the winter last year. So I don't know if they still have this one, but it's a cute little floral a bowl. I plan to use this near my coffee pot. Now this I cannot source for you, but this is actually probably my most favorite item. My dad actually made this for my mom back in the late 80s when I was a kid. This is a copper piece of wire that he fashioned into a floral piece. So I thought that was really sweet. And when my mom gave it to me, I just love it so much. And my dad, a lot of you guys don't know, passed away in 1996. And so I was only 19 when he passed. And so having these items that he made, it helps me to remember him and just to bring in a little bit of a personal touch. So I'll be working that into the kitchen. And then of course the crock I showed you, this is one I found at Hobby Lobby as well. I believe this was from Hobby Lobby. And then a lamp that I purchased at Target last year in the spring. I like the sort of soft blue color. I've got my wicker tray there in the back, and then just some more florals. Again, I am kind of bringing in that light and bright tone, and then my teapot. So this is what we're working with. Let's get started. Okay, so we're gonna start with a little bit of cleaning. I wanna get all the fingerprints off of my refrigerator. You guys, I cannot stand that about stainless steel. But one thing I recently have learned is that rather than purchasing like really expensive stainless steel cleaner, you can just use baby oil. So it works perfectly. It gets all of the fingerprints off, and it goes to a nice shine if you kind of buff it out. You just gotta flip the rag over and give it a good buff after you've done the cleaning, but it really does work well. And this is something that I have never known until recently. So I thought I would share this tip with you because it's a much cheaper cleaning product for your stainless steel. I use it on my dishwasher as well as the front of my stove here in just a moment. So it is an all-purpose stainless steel cleaner, and I love it. So while I'm doing a little bit of cleaning really quickly before we bring in the new decor, I wanted to check in with you guys and see how your 2025 is shaping up so far. Have you guys tackled any new projects, or have you thought about any new things that you want to do for the year? Leave me a comment below and let me know, what have you been up to? So here beside the coffee section is my sink and window. I'm keeping these up. They do have a little bit of a winter feel to them. They have like that oatmeal color, but I love the green and I really like the pattern. So gonna keep this up for the remainder of the winter, probably here, and then just gonna keep things very simple over by the sink. So we're gonna just bring in a few pretty pieces to dress up the functional area. Now, something that's really important to me this year is to try to reuse items that I've used in the past in different ways. And this scallop tray is something that I've used many times in my kitchen. I really love the warmth that it brings in. This is also a lamp that I've had for quite some time. I bought it last year at Target, and rather than go out and buy the adorable new lamps, I thought, you know, I really do like the lamp I have. It's really cute and it will work well. It does have a little bit of a spring look, but you guys, I'm trying to save money, and so I want to use items that I've already purchased that I really do love and maybe only used for one season. I really want to get more bang for my buck. And so I'm bringing in that thrifted crock as well as some white Cosmos from Hobby Lobby that I've also used in the past. Now, this does have a little bit of a spring look, but when the spring comes, I am going to be bringing in color. Most likely, at least for right now, I'm thinking yellow. So having this sort of white and pale color scheme for the rest of the winter is perfect. I feel like this section just needs something a little bit more. So I want to tie in some of the white from the florals. So I got this little creamer that I picked up years ago at a consignment shop. So I'm going to see if I can pop that in front of the blue lamp. And now it's time to bring in those two adorable blue and white thrifted hand towels that we picked up at Goodwill today. And I love the way they look here on this towel bar. I will link this towel bar in the shopping tab. I have this one and then the matching hook rod on the opposite side of my kitchen. And I always get so many questions about them, so you can find them in the shopping tab.
12 years since last time. Where'd you go? What's the score? Did you find what you were looking for? I never see you anymore. I can't remember what we did that day. We were blowing off steam in Paris, but I wanted to stay 'cause I know how it felt when we raised hell. I won't forget that. Clever not to take it too far, though it's hard not getting tempted. Calling you up to see how you've been, 'cause don't I miss you and all those things we did back then. Way back then.
And here is that other towel rod that I was talking about just a few moments ago. I love having this here beside my front door entry because I think it brings in just a really adorable, unexpected welcome for my guests. And I'm going to use this thrifted handbag that I've had for many, many years, along with these florals. They originally, I think, came from Michael's. I did thrift them.
I met an old man. I said, tell me your story. He took out a notepad and wrote something for me. He kept walking on down the road, and I watched him disappear like smoke. And I thought I'd just seen a ghost. Then I looked down at what he wrote. It said, son, when you grow up you'll be fine.
Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you think. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.